Welcome to the Boy Network. My name is Chima, and today on the show we're going to be talking about something that's really deep. You know, when I was coming up with this topic and discussing with the guys backstage, we all, started sharing experience, and we realized that talking about this thing is probably going to take us the whole day. But well, let's see what we can do with it. I have Victor and Olaitan with me on set today, and we're going to be talking about starting again as a man. I mean, it's something that a lot of us have experiences with, coming from one place to another and then having to build yourself up from scratch. It's really an experience that has shaped a lot of our, perspectives in life. So let's start with you, Victor. I mean, do you have any experience you would like to share with us?
I have experiences, but then, well, what I'll say is I think starting again, we start again every time. Because, for example, I do not know where my life is heading to yet. I did before. I knew I had a plan. I'm a producer. I produce plays, and then recently I went.
They miss your play, Loki.
And then I started producing short films. And I already had a plan for my life that I didn't get to study law, so law was out of it. So I finished school. I said I was going to go into film, start producing and all. But then, first of all, COVID hit. I couldn't produce I had a plan to produce a play in 2020, right?
2020 was COVID year.
Yeah, October 2020, but then I couldn't. So I had to re-strategize.
You are correct. So you had to strategize, yeah?
Yes, I had to. And, and that was for me like starting again. You get, I went into film because, of course, we could not do stage plays
because
anymore.
of the pandemic and everything.
In the long run, who knows, that pandemic might hit and everybody will go back to their houses and, film will
still be there.
You get.
So you started again.
Exactly. So I began to save up for a series I wanted to produce. So I already had my life planned out. So after the COVID, I did something. I re-strategized. Jesus Christ.
Why that English they had?
I don't know. Okay, and then fast forward to 2021. I plan to start production 2021 or 2022 this year. And then it happened that all the money I had saved up.
Oh, no,
I lost it.
Jesus.
And this happened.
Did you use it to play bet?
No. This happened in it happened in September. I had lost all the money. See, that period I was depressed.
Man, I can imagine.
In fact, I did not know what to think. I did not know what to do. One time I was crossing the road and something just told me that why don't you just wait in the middle of the road?
Please.
I'll tell you how bad it was. I'm not even kidding.
Wow.
You get, last September, it was bad because I already had my life planned out. Like, okay, I'm not doing a 9 to 5. I mean, I want to be a producer. This is what I want to do. Now from here, I want to chop food. You get, and then I lost everything.
Wow.
Starting over again.
Man.
You get.
Guy.
So, for me, I am still in the process. And the thing is, what I have come to discover is you really do not have a choice.
You just guys do it, man. You just have to start.
As a man, even as a human being, you really, really do not have a choice. You have to start again.
Olaitan, how it can be for you? I hope you did not lose all your money, guy. Because this story that Uche just told us like this, hey, I can imagine, man, saving up for, to do something with your life, and then one thing hits. It won't say you are lucky. I would say, it shouldn't pain you as much as this scenario I'm going to paint. Imagine you had already saved the money and then you now had one medical emergency. You get that you had to spend everything on. It will not be doing you like, should I have just gone instead of, you get. So, Olaitan.
Okay. I actually don't know where to start from. The fact that he said his
Story
money-
full your head. I can see how it's.
story plenty. I don't feel like the fact that he said his money maybe went missing or something. It actually happened to me. I was actually saving money for my cameras at 2016. There's this guy I knew that I trusted, but now I have trust issues. Now I don't really trust anybody anymore. He told me he wanted to travel out to I think Canada or so. He wanted to school.
You now
He
gave
said,
him the money.
I had money.
Ha!
We went to the same school now. We went to the same school, so it was actually.
I wish I
for
had
me
met you that
to,
time.
As I then, I wanted to go into photography, but I was still thinking about it. I was like, okay, let me first buy camera. Then from there, I will move. Okay, so I gave this guy my money. Like, okay, when he gets there, he's going to send over there is very cheap than Nigeria here. So he got there. I was like, guy, when are you going to send this thing? Like, don't worry, let me just settle down.
1 year
That's
pass.
how Baba ghosted me.
Till now.
I swear to date.
Wow.
He ghosted me. His number wasn't going through. The house he was staying before, I went there. They don't know anybody. It was like movie, guy. It was like movie all through. So, it wasn't easy. I just had to I couldn't tell my mom because then my mom knew I was saving, but she didn't actually know what I was saving for. And as I was into DJ. I scratch, I go out and do all sort of some types of mistake, a lot. I go out without even nobody knowing. So all those money I was just keeping. Then along the line, I was meeting a lot of things that were not up to my standard, like boys harassing. DJ now, you have to do people like that. And I was
Especially when you have to do it on the streets.
Yeah, on the streets. Streets rules, you have to work with people. Like boys, they have to be with you while
otherwise they will carry your equipment.
They carry your laptop. And as I was telling my mom then that I want to go into photography because I was born in a family of artists alone. So it was only me that was just the opt-out boy out there. I was happy that I was actually brought up in a family of artists, but I didn't choose to be an artist actually, because I wanted to choose to be something else. But they were like, I have to go through the.
So what now led you to
my DJ, right?
From there to photography?
The DJ just came all of a sudden. I just slept one day.
Now be said the thing they on our blood now. That it's like the gene just activated.
Then later my dad was telling me that his uncle or my uncle was a DJ. He was into music, so I knew how the
Baba Tunde.
So the whole thing just kept going. I was like, okay, I had this love for pictures from the beginning, the beginning of my life. Whenever I want to take family pictures, I'm always there. You understand? But once we go out to take pictures, I'm not in the picture actually. I'm just off. Maybe I went to get something while they're taking family pictures. So most of my family pictures, I'm not there. To be sincere, I'm not inside.
Maybe you're not part of the family. Have you thought about that?
No, I thought about it though, but so I don't want to cut the whole story thing, but let me just go into my photography aspect. At first, I never liked photography. I just liked pictures actually, because pictures are, will I say, it's part of art, a way of expressing.
It's art. It's art. Photography is art.
It's art.
It's not part of. It's art.
It's art. So it's more or less like you trying to express what you have inside you in form of the photography way. You want to bring everything you have physically. So I met some picture people that I actually don't really like their picture, but I just like the fact that it's a picture thing. So as I was still doing my DJ one side, I was still thinking about photography another side. So an accident occurred. That was in Sulere here. Something happened. I just thought, oh God, I'm not doing DJ again. I want to venture into another thing. So as I think that was 2014 or 2015. I was going for my IT. So actually, I'm a graphics designer. To be sincere. Only
you, Omo. Wait. Let's go. You've started again, over and over. You don't press restart, man. If you be computer, your battery go down. No worry, we'll get back to it. We'll get back to it. Want to take a breather now? Drink some water. When we come back, we'll be looking at they'll keep telling us their stories, and they will not look at the mental side of it, how it was, dealing with all of that. Stay with us. Welcome back. We're still on the Boy Network, and I'm with Victor and Olaitan, and they've been sharing their stories on how they got to where they are, basically how they started again from where they used to be to where they are. I mean, Uche's story is touching. My heart is beating. Right, my heart is beating. Maybe we'll open GoFundMe. I'm just kidding. Anyway, so Olaitan was talking before we went on a short break and was telling us how he went from being someone who was not interested in art to being someone who started DJing and then currently a photographer. But I want to ask you now, bro, how did it affect you for head? Like, moving from here to here, not knowing exactly what you wanted to do, but you kept trying and trying until you landed. How did it affect your mental state? Especially when you start, come be like saying, they walk, that kind of thing.
Okay, let me put it this way. I won't say that I went into photography because of money. One, because I know that most people, they go into photography because, this person's cashing out.
It's your passion.
So now, I went into
I will go because of money. Passion.
But wait, at this point then, to be sincere, most youth will not want to go into photography because of passion. It's money.
Thank God you know. That's why.
Anywhere money face.
Bro,
I'm following it.
have you seen the state of the country?
So, I went into photography because I had passion for it, and my dad owned a camera as at then, so I normally practice with it. So at least I know how to take pictures. So I went into photography like an IT program. I went into photography, but at first it wasn't easy, to be sincere. I was frustrated every day of my life. I go to this studio, they teach us how to take pictures. I'll snap my picture, the person will be on this side, inside the frame, you'll be on this side, and there will be space here. I was really frustrated at one point. I told my mom that I'm not doing photography again. And she was like, why? Don't you like it? I said, I like it, but what I'm expecting is not what I'm seeing. It takes a while now. It doesn't just, magic doesn't happen like that now.
Yeah,
I said, okay. 6 months, I was frustrated, bro. Seriously. I was I'm not doing it. Let me just go back to my DJ. Anyhow it is, but I just thought about it that, okay, let me just put my mind in it. Because this thing is about mindset, actually. Because when you put your mind in this thing, it actually works perfectly fine. But days whereby you work and you won't see money, that's when you start thinking of am I not doing my best? Am I not doing it well? So this photography thing for me, it works perfectly for me. I don't know about another person, but I'm good with it. I keep getting more experiences every day, study every day, taking pictures every day. It's not by taking pictures every day that makes you a good photographer, actually. It's about you being creative wherever you are taking your pictures. That is another thing.
Talk down plenty. Uche, tell us from your perspective, man. So, how did it really affect your mindset and all?
Before I go on, do I look okay?
You are. I think you are very okay, my bro.
Okay.
Tomas, take away.
I'm not going to lie at all. It messed me up. It really, really messed me up. Even every time someone tells me, Victor, we've not seen a production from you in a while, and then I'm
good all reason I'm
it really hurt me when someone told me that, have you become lazy?
Hey.
Because they don't understand. They don't understand. They don't. And the financial aspect, not having money to do certain things that you would naturally do. But then, I am trying to, I'm trying every day. Now, this is me starting again every day, because every day I have to be positive.
Yep.
Yeah. And then it's really drew me closer to God, because I discovered that I need God. If not, I will run mad.
Definitely.
You understand? Because it's drew me closer to God, because that feeling of knowing that God is with you, no matter what. No matter what you go through, you know that God is with you. That feeling makes you sane, and that is what I am thriving on currently. And then, of course, I am trying to. I've been trying to look out for grants. I've started applying for this CEF Tony Melo Foundation. Yeah, hopefully I get something. I've been looking out for grants, basically. Because I can't just be there.
Yeah.
I can't just be there. I have to make money. I'll have a family to feed when the time comes, and I cannot just be there.
Oh, true. I want to chop your wedding rice.
So basically, this is what I'm doing. And while I'm at that, I'm also looking for gigs that can sustain me.
Okay, so now tell us, what do you think now? Because your story, his story, there are two sides of a divide. Yours is from someone who actually is, starting again every day. His is from someone who, found eventually what he should I say calling, what he's supposed to do after going through several starts and then settling on one. So now, what do you think that you are still basically starting again, what do you think someone should know? What do you think people should understand about this process so that it can, it can be better for them?
Okay, they should know that there is always light at the end of the tunnel. I am a very,
Bro, we are in Nigeria.
There's no light everywhere.
Well, there is. I mean, look at Shebi the
National Grid.
National Grid, and it has come back. I mean, we've been seeing light, even if it's not as good, but then we've been seeing light. So light will always come. Everything will always turn out well. Because overthinking, they solve problems. Yes,
better days are coming.
Exactly. We cannot overthink. You have to work. I mean, you have to put your mental state into work, into doing something.
Positive.
Yeah, you just need to keep moving and pray.
Prayer is the key.
Pray. If you are a Muslim, go to mosque every Friday, whatever. Well, I believe in God anyway, so I will tell you,
myself.
Pray, and then just keep pushing. Look for, if it doesn't work like this, try another way.
One road, not they go market.
Exactly. Try another way. Just keep pushing, because I believe at the end of the day, it's in the Bible. If you work, you will eat. So
that's why they call it work.
Your hands, you shall eat. So you'll be happy and prosper. It's something God has promised. So these are things that keep me. So I believe that whoever is going through this phase that I'm going through, just pray and keep working. Find other means. Stay positive. Very important. Stay positive. Have a positive mindset. If not, many of this, everything is mindset. At the end of the day,
like he said, truly,
everything is mindset. If not, you will
just fall, man. You just fall. You're true.
Mindset.
So, from your perspective, Olaitan, how far?
Well, I'll just say two things.
Because you be boss already. After this, me and Uche will come meet you later.
God.
You will carry us go meet God.
We go after the commercial break. So all I need to say is, whatever you're doing, there's any field you find yourself, you need to be like professional in it. Because most people, you are into this because it's not giving you money. You want to venture into another thing. You still start again.
True.
Because you've gotten to at least
a certain point
here. So it won't be nice for you to start again here, because the same thing you are going through here is what you face here too.
On the other side.
So it's better if you just stick to one way, whereby you pray to God. God will always answer you. Because some days whereby even if you are not too good, you still get jobs. There's still someone that will still call you, okay, I want to do this, and they will still pay you. And that money you might use to buy, you understand, or you're gonna play bets.
I don't understand. You might use to buy
something that will be useful, bro.
Something that will be useful for you.
Okay.
Something that will be useful.
Okay, let's not say two of us. Another person might go and play short bet. Because he feels he's going to. It's Nigeria now, so just stick to your way.
Alright.
Always be prayerful, because without God, I won't be here actually.
That's so touching, man. Sure. Thank you so much.
Let me just put it that way. Let's end it there.
Yes, so hopefully we can do this again. It's been a very interesting conversation. All right, guys, thank you so much for doing this. I am really grateful that you guys came, shared your stories, inspired us really, because it was really inspiring. And I hope you enjoyed, listening to us talk about this, talk about starting again. And I hope again that it has inspired you to start if you are down in the dumps. Once again, thank you, Victor. Thank you, Olaitan. And we're gonna do this some other time. And until we come here with another episode, my name is Chima. Stay jiggy. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Dominican Media Presents. And you can follow the Boy Network on Twitter at the Boy Network _, where you can get more information on the show. Follow me on my socials as well